How embarrassing. Have you ever had these embarrassing moments in life that you just don't really ever want to experience again? Of course you have. We all have. And some that you'll just never forget and actually just change the way you live your life. But here's the thing about embarrassing moments. Most of the time when you look back on them, you can only really remember a few of them. You know, the ones that really stand out. And if you take a step back and actually think about them, they're pretty damn funny. As tragic as it actually may seem at the time. For me, I have two that I'll just never forget. Like this one time in high school, maybe around 9th grade, I think it was. So I was sitting there in maths class, front row, right next to one of the popular girls. Now, maths was always a very bland and boring session, but for whatever reason this time, something hilarious had happened. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was our teacher had something in his mustache, or maybe he accidentally drew something inappropriately funny on the board, or someone in the class didn't. He didn't realize. I don't know, but it was bloody hilarious at the time. It had me in tears of laughter, so much so that I just couldn't hold it in. You know what I mean? I let one rip, just loud enough though that the girl next to me could hear it over all the laughter. Now, you might be thinking to yourself that that's the embarrassing moment. I mean, for most people, that'd be enough to embarrass them forever. You know, farting in front of a really popular girl at school. That's not something you want to experience. Well, it's not. You see, after the wind had passed, we just looked at each other for what seemed like forever. Me with the oh shit look on my face and her with the look of disgust. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. So I did the first thing that came to my mind, which is usually not a good idea. While I was looking at her in the eyes, we kissed. That's a lie. No, while I was looking at her in the eyes, I said in the most dorkiest voice possible, I farted, and then looked away. Are you kidding me? I farted? You just, I would never forget it. What a stupid thing to say. Always think about what you're going to say. Don't just look at someone after you fart when they're looking at you in disgust and go, I farted. Like, why? God damn it, Jelly. The other moment was in the lecture hall. In my early 20s, me and my best mate, we moved to a different state to go to uni. We didn't know anyone around, so we had each other's back. Or so you would think. Because one day, in the middle of the lecture hall, I stood up to answer a question, and to me, that was awkward enough as it was. And in this moment, I forgot that the chairs actually fling back up when you stand off them, because when I went to sit back down, there was no seat, and I fell real hard, and I took my books and laptop with me. Everyone, and I mean everyone, even the teacher was laughing at me. I was absolutely devastated. I was so goddamn embarrassed. I turned to my mate for some reassurance, some help in this time of despair, but he was in too much of a fit of laughter himself. He couldn't even see the desperation on my face. I didn't end up speaking to him for days. I was pretty damn salty about the whole situation. You know, he was my rock, man. I needed him and he wasn't there. But you see, at the end of the day, I don't even know the names of the people in the hall or the girl I told about my flatulence. And really, it's bloody funny to think about. Because the only reason we get embarrassed is because we care about what other people think, and years down the track, I honestly couldn't give a shit what they thought. And there's a good chance they don't even remember themselves. Besides my mate, obviously, because he will never let me forget. Bastard. But you see, the moral of the story is if you're looking at your phone and you're walking to a pole in the middle of the street, have a laugh about it, because at the end of the day, who cares? What's going on, everyone? So the video is over, but you know, I just wanted to have a little chat. Just wanted to, you know, say thank you to everyone, how much I appreciate the feedback and, you know, the likes and shares, and just, yeah, that's it. As you can see, I'm working on a comic strip thing, like a background. I'm about to go away on holiday, so you know, it's probably won't be doing any video stuff, but I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna take the tablet and laptop with me, so I'm gonna do a couple of comics, and I don't know, I'm just gonna do some things. I really want to practice on the background stuff and all that, trying to find my style, you know, stylize it a little bit. I don't know, I'm gonna do some things, but anyway, that's all. Just wanted to say thank you, and yeah, keep it real.